Is this the best personal item that you can get for your flight? I don't know. We're gonna find out right now. With prices going up for airlines, it's no wonder that a lot of people are choosing to pack personal item only on their flights, especially for those budget airlines like Spirit and Allegiant that you really have to pay for a carry-on or your checked bag. So trying to fit everything into a personal item to save some money can really be a smart move. But how are you going to fit all of your things in a personal item? Well, let's take a look at this one. This is a backpack style. It does have a trolley strap, so if you do have a rolled luggage with you, it will easily fit over that. It's got nice pockets, this big one in the front. So this bag does come with a few packing cubes. It comes with 2 of these sizes. I actually have one already packed up to show you, but it comes with 2 of these sizes. And then it also comes with this one as well, which I'm guessing you could probably use for shoes. It would be kind of hard to fit them in your bag unless you don't have a lot of other stuff with you, but that is an option if you wanted to do that. So that's what the bag comes with. It comes with the bag and those 3 packing cubes. Okay, so one of the things I love most about this bag is that while it's a backpack, it actually opens exactly like a suitcase would. And as you can see, the inside really does look like a small suitcase. It's got all this room, and actually in the front here, it's got these pockets that you can use for your toiletries. As you can see, I've got some toiletries in here. This pocket down here is mesh, and I would probably put like my makeup and things like that in there. But it is really nice that you don't have to even worry about packing a toiletry bag with you because it has this spot here for all your toiletries to save space. So as you can see over here, this is all the stuff that I would be packing for myself in this bag. So obviously if I'm traveling with my family, you know, my husband and my 2 kids, they would all have their own bag just like this in order to make personal item only work, because I'm not going to be able to fit more than what I personally need in this bag. And obviously when you are packing for everybody and you have everybody's bags in front of you, you can kind of mix things around, jumble them around, and see how everything works. So for now, I have a packing cube full of, I already packed everything up. So I have a packing cube that has 7 days worth of clothes in it. There's 7 shirts, I think 2 or 3 pairs of shorts, pajamas. And then this bag here has all of my undergarments in it. It's just, this is actually one of the packing cubes that came with the bag. And then I also have just a couple of things that I'll very quickly go through when I'm showing you how I pack this and how much stuff this actually fits. So just again, I'm not packing any of my kids' things in here because they will have their own bag. And I'm going to go into how I would kind of set theirs up if I was packing theirs. Okay, so I'm going to start with, this is actually my hanging hamper that comes with us everywhere. So that is just going to sit here on the bottom like that. Really nice there. Let me make sure you can see it, everything. Okay. And then now I'm going to put my packing cube right on top. And as you can see, even a 7 days worth of clothes packing cube, there still is so much room in here. So I'm going to put this, my undergarment bag in there. I have my electronics pouch for charging everything while we're in the room, as well as my charging port that I would put all of those plugs into. I have my pin trading pouch. If you're interested in what's in here, I do have a pin trading guide video that I'll link down below if you want to see how I carry all my pin trading stuff, but that's just going to sit right in here. This little pouch here has our magic bands in it, so that's going to go right here. Now, this is a little bag from Disney. It actually folds out into a big tote bag that I like to use in the parks with me. So that always comes with me. So that's just going to kind of squeeze right in here. And then I have my little Mickey fan. I would also have a couple of other fans, like a stroller fan and things like that. But I would probably try to put those bigger items into like the kids' bags because their clothes are not going to take up as much room. So that's just going to kind of slide right in there. Now, this pouch has all of my meds in it, the medicines that I like to bring with us. Nothing's a prescription, but you know, like Advil. What I like to do is I like to have these little medicine tubes that you can get from Amazon. I'll have those linked down below if you're interested, but I just label what's in it, and then I have them all in this little pouch. And I bring this actually in the parks with me. So if you're finding that something like this is not going to fit in, this could also, you know, you could take out all the tubes and maybe put them in here with your makeup or something, but that's going to fit right in there. And then I also like to have my reusable utensils. I always bring these for everybody. Each one person in my family has their own. So that is, again, something that would be in their own bags. And that's just gonna stick right in there. And then we're going to close this up, and you're going to see how that fits so nicely in there. Okay, so now in this front pocket here is where, and I actually probably could put this in the back if I really wanted to. It's so thin. This is just like a little, one of those little cubes that I like to put things in the resort room, like my kids' toys, or you could even bring one and put like grocery items or stuff in there. But this actually fits perfectly in this little front pocket, which is great. And then I also have my travel wallet. This is going to have things for the airport and stuff like that. So I want to have this easily accessible. And I already connected it, but see this little clip here? This actually attaches to this keychain piece in here. This came with it. So I just already went ahead and attached it to my wallet. So that is on there. And it slides right into this pocket in the front for some security. And that is easily accessible for me to just take out and unclip whenever I need it. And it keeps it out of the way and in a spot that I know where it is. So that slides right in there. And then this just zips up so nicely. And then I also have my little, this is my travel blanket that I like to have. It has just like a little carabiner hook that I can very easily just clip to the top. I probably could stuff it in the bag if I really needed to. And sometimes, you know, even like the airline will tell you, you can't have anything hanging, you know, something like that. And there's actually, let me show you really quick here. This is the main pocket that I just packed up. There are these two zippers here. So what you can do is if you have something like this, instead of hanging it from the top, you could always just have it like sitting on the top here so that it's easily accessible when you are on the plane. So you could do that once you're all packed up and you have a little bit of extra room up top here. You could do something like that. Or if you had like a snack or something like that, so you don't have to open this entire bag when you are on the plane. I just wanted to pause for a second here just so I can introduce myself in case you're new here. I'm Allison, and here at my channel, Main Street Mommy, I focus mostly on Disney World, but also traveling to Disney World. So that is where this review comes in. So if that's the kind of content that you like to watch, definitely hit that red subscribe button and let's get into the rest of the video. So now the zipper in the back here, if you had like a laptop or something that you wanted to bring, that is perfect for this back here. It just has this little like slot that you can slide your laptop into or your tablet, iPad. For the plane, it's nice and cushioned. There's another little smaller spot here if you had a smaller tablet or a Kindle or something. Not much can fit back here except for those things. There's a couple of pockets, but I would say it would have to be something pretty small or thin to be able to fit back there. So even if you had all of your stuff packed away in here and you wanted to have maybe like a crossword puzzle or magazine or something for the plane ride or a book, you could probably put it in the back here and be fine. And last but not least, I'm going to stick my water bottle right in here. fits nicely in there. And then as you can see, there are these clips here that it doesn't really work around the water bottle, but this kind of will compress the sides. If you're noticing that it's a little bit on the hefty side, you can kind of clip it and pull, and then see how it kind of compresses. It's not going to do too much, especially if you have stuff in the front pocket, but you know, it does work a little bit. So here we have the bag set up, and that really fits so much stuff. And again, if, you know, I was traveling with my family with this, we would each have one of these and be able to fit really so much stuff in here. So if I were packing this for one of my kids, because, you know, obviously for kids, you're going to want to pack them some toys for the airplane. So what I would probably do is maybe, like, you know, I have 2 kids, so I would probably try to get the majority of clothes into one of their bags, and then the other bag I can kind of have both of their airplane stuff on there. And like I mentioned before, how you can just kind of open these two, I would probably have like a pouch up here that had a bunch of toys for each of them. They have their airplane trays that I would stick in here. And then for like coloring books or sticker books, I would put in the back here. You know, you could stick their sticker books and stuff in here, or even in these small pockets in the back here. And then I'd have their tablets. Their tablets are pretty small. I think they're like 7 inches, so they would probably fit in this front pocket. And then I would have, you know, sticker books, like I said, or something in here. And then I would definitely be able to have like a small pouch on the top here that has a bunch of toys for them. So that is how I would really just, the only thing I would change for kids would be for that, is to do that. And then, you know, for my husband, who needs a couple of other things, you know, we really would just kind of, like I said, have them all laying down and just kind of get everything into where we need it to go. But this bag really does make it easy to do that. So this is the perfect size for those personal item only trips. Now I did go ahead and measure this because obviously airlines have different measurements on what the personal items can be size wise. And for most of them, it's 18 by 14 by 8. Some of them differ like an inch or so, but I really think if you like push, you know, really push things down, don't put too much in this front pocket because you want to be able to squish it to be able to fit it underneath the seat. But I really don't think you would have a problem with any of the airlines with this bag. Okay, so now the real question is this bag the best personal item bag that you can get on the market? So I would say in some cases it is, because if you have, like let's say you're trying to just cut some costs and you do already have a carry-on or, you know, a checked bag, and you're just trying to kind of limit how many checked bags you have, how many carry-on bags you have, this would work great. And that is mainly because it has that trolley strap on the back that you can roll around the airport with. That is what I would say about if you are trying to do personal item only and not have any other rolling bags. I don't know if I would have this bag with no rolling, you know, nothing to pull it along at the airport, especially with kids. You know, you're going to wind up trying to carry 2 of these. So that is one thing that I would say, is that if this had the same exact bag, but had wheels on the bottom and a, you know, a little trolley thing that you can pull, that would be the best personal bag for sure if you're trying to do personal item only. Obviously, you know, this bag was around $40. So I could imagine that a rolling bag like that is probably going to cost a lot more. So maybe even if you're really trying to save some money, you could probably get 2 of the rolling ones and 2 of the backpack style, and that way you can just pile them on top of each other and bring them around the airport. Or if you have like a stroller and you can stick them in the stroller, that would be fine. But these can get heavy, especially if you're trying to fit everything in them. And then if you're a family and there's no way my 4-year-old is going to carry this, or even my 9-year-old, I mean, this is heavy. So my husband and I would probably wind up having to carry both of them, and that can be a little annoying. So I would definitely prefer for the bag to have a rolling option. You know what, I'm actually going to go on Amazon and see if I can find one that's similar, very similar to this, that has a rolling option, and I'll link it down below. Because honestly, like if you're trying to do personal item only, that is the route that I would take, because this bag really does hold so much stuff. The only problem is walking it around the walking it around the airport. That would be the only thing. So yeah, it's a really nice bag. $40, not crazy expensive. Upgrading it, yes, for personal item only. If you're just trying to save some carry-on room or checked bag room, this is a great option. So that does it for this video. I hope you liked it. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the personal item only bag, if you ever fly personal item only, and what bag you use for that. And if this video helped you out in any way, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And until next time.